Okay, first, actually, how do you warm up on the clarinet? So
How
I'm
do
getting
you
all
warm
this
up?
information in the lesson.
The way I warm up is I do the Weber tone studies, so that is basically long tones beginning from a low E and going up chromatically by 5 notes and then going back down those notes and holding them out for as long as you can. And it has like a swell as you're doing it. But there's also a more simple one where you play like a low E, then go up by a half step to an F, and then up an octave to an E, F, up an octave, E, F. So it's basically just long tones as you get progressively higher, and then you do the same thing going down. So yeah, long tones is the answer for every instrument, I think, except like percussion. But I noticed that you're getting like a fuzz. Did you like wet your reed?
Yeah, I had it in before I put the clarinet together.
Okay.
So not as long as you should, but almost enough, I guess.
Can I just see how it's placed?
Yeah.
It looks fine to me. I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, okay.
There you go. Alright. So I'll just go ahead for the first exercise, number 19. Sorry, A is...
That one.
A, okay. I can't read. There we go.
Okay, so you're getting notes down pretty well. I still hear a fuzz, and I don't. It sounds like there's air that's like leaking somewhere, whether it be at the sides of your mouth or I don't know where
Not
else it
covering
could
the
be.
tone holes.
That's a possibility. Although it would be squeaking more if it wasn't covering tone holes, and I don't know whether it could be the reed. It could be that the reed's dry or hard. But yeah, definitely try to. If it's too resistant, I understand this could be difficult, but definitely try to like project and you know, use the air from the bottom. You do that with trumpet too, you know. And then another thing I noticed, you're not very fond of tonguing.
Well, I mean, it's different from trumpet in the way what you tongue on the reed, right? So compared to like a woodwind, I tongue on like the top of my mouth. So it's weird using like a reed where it's a little bit like closer. And I wouldn't have as much response. Right
now I'm learning French horn, which is not fun, and like comparing that to the clarinet, I feel like where you should tongue in terms of where it is in your mouth should be very similar. Like the mouthpiece should be where the reed where you tongue, your tongue should still be going to the same like position. It's just that instead of the gum line being there, the reed is there.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe try tonguing like eighth notes, like toot 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 toot.
Like on like a G. I guess.
Yeah, a G. That last one was definitely the best one out of all of them. I think there might be something wrong with the reed.
Okay.
It is very resistant sounding.
Okay. You want me to try another reed?
I mean, you don't have to, unless you want to. If you do, is this the first one you've ever used?
Yeah. I mean, this is like the one I won in like the class. So let me try like the Rico.
Do you know what strength it was?
This should be 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, 2.5.
Try another one out and see if that changes anything.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it is like the player, but it sounds like something is stopping you from projecting as much as you could be. And I don't think it's you.
So like across like different reed manufacturers, are there like, do they get like kind of different, even though like the measurement like 2.5 is the same, like does it like reed density or like does that differ at all?
Yeah, you can actually even say you look at Van Doren. Van Doren has V12s, it has Rue Lepic 56, it has like V21s, and the strengths for these, like a 3.5 on a Rue Lepic is softer than a 3.5 on a V12. So even though they're the same strength, one feels harder to play and harder blowing than the other.
All right, let's give this a try. I'm not good at doing this quickly yet.
That's okay. You don't have to. I don't do it quickly either.
Still probably like dry.
Does it feel different?
It feels a little bit easier, so I'll just keep on this. All right. Do you want to do the first one again, or do you want to move on to the next one?
How do you feel playing the first one? I like had my points just like about the projecting and tonguing and sound.
Okay.
But if you feel like there's anything else you could do with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just articulation, and that's something I have to work on across the board. So.
Yeah. How did you feel? I brought this up with Peter. How did you feel transitioning from the F to the A? Did it feel awkward? Are you getting that transition?
I mean, it's because I'm just rolling up my index finger, so I'm just doing it. Is that the correct way to go for it?
Yeah.
Or do I have to do like?
No.
Okay.
Never lift it. Yeah. Minimum movement is best.
Okay. Good. Because I don't feel like working. And then so it'll be the same for like the C to A.
Yeah, same concept.
Okay, so I'll do number 21 now. Getting the fingerings down. But...
yeah, the sound's improving a little bit. There's still you've slurred everything. Do you want to try it maybe with some tonguing?
Okay.
And you can take it slower, just if the articulation doesn't come out immediately.
Okay.
So you can do it. It's just that it'll take some time to clear up the tone. I'm still man, I wonder. Man, I should know what it is because I took this class, but I really.
Is there like moisture stuck in anything? Like...
I don't think it would be moisture. It could be dry pads if there's like leakages. It could just be.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm just gonna adjust this a bit. This probably won't make much difference.
Okay.
But if you want to try it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'll go on.
Okay.
And then Song of the Volga, Boatman. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was looking at like the rolling exercises when I was going through this. Like, they're weird. What would you like?
The rolling exercises? Which one are you looking at?
Like, because I was talking about.
Oh, F to B.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I brought this up in Peter's lesson too, and I didn't even realize this was here. So when you play an F, and then when you go to the B flat, that requires your thumb to lift from the F hole and go on the register key. And a lot of people have a tendency to lift their thumb like that and put it there, which is not good because then you get a bum, ba-dum, 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 you flam. So it's best to just roll the thumb.
Okay. And then also these keys here, would I just like hit them with my index finger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like make sure to, when you roll from the F to the register key, you have to make sure that the F hole is open and completely open still, so that you don't get like a flat B flat.
Okay. Oh. What's E flat?
E flat, you can either do the D fingering but with the two side keys, or you can use the fork fingering, which is the D fingering with the little sliver right here.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. Whichever one you feel.
So would I hit that with my third finger, or would I like?
You'd hit it with your third finger, so you'd have 3 down.
Okay. So like, how would you?
So you'd go from the F, and then you immediately put 3 down. Or if you feel more comfortable using the side one, you would put those 2 and then the side down, and then you'd lift up either the sliver or the side.
Okay. I'll try the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Articulation, and then I just gotta get the E flat or E flat under.
Learning that transition. It's a little weird because you go straight from 1 finger down to like 3 additional fingers down for the skip of 1 note. So it's like a little bit counterintuitive, but you get used to it eventually and it becomes second nature.
Okay.